Viewers, in this video we'll see capital budgeting. JJ Limited is considering investing in a project requiring a capital outlay of rupees 2 lakh. Forecast for annual income after depreciation but before tax is as follows. Okay, the profit before tax and after depreciation was given. Okay, using this we have to calculate payback period, discounted cash flow method, excess present value index, average rate of return on original investment, average rate of return on average investment. Okay, and depreciation may be taken as 20% on original cost and taxation at 50% of net income. Okay, depreciation percentage was given. This is to be calculated on the original cost. The original cost is 2 lakh here and taxation is 50%. Okay, and the profit before tax and after depreciation was given. Okay, now we have to calculate the annual cash inflow in order to calculate this payback period. Okay, and this discounted cash flow method is nothing but your net present value method, and this is excess present value, that is your profitability index, and ARR on original investment, ARR on average investment we have to do. Yes, let's see how to do this problem. Okay, first I have written the profit before tax and after depreciation that is given in the problem. I have written for 5 years, and next step we have to subtract the tax because it is after depreciation only. Okay, so we can straight away subtract the tax from this. Yes, 50% is the tax. So 1 lakh into 50%, 50,000, and 1 lakh into 50%, 50,000, 80,000 into 50%, 80,000 into 50%, and 40,000 into 50%. Okay, we have to subtract this. Okay, we'll get profit after tax and depreciation. Okay, now we have to add back the depreciation in order to get annual cash inflow. Okay, yes, depreciation is 20% on original cost. Okay, here the original cost is 2 lakh. 2 lakh into 20% will get 40,000 every year. Okay, we have to add this so that we'll get annual cash inflow. Yes, we got it for 5 years. Okay, and the next step we have to calculate the cumulative using this annual cash inflow, because this is payback period with varying cash inflows. Okay, if the cash inflow are constant, we can straight away take that. Okay, if it is varies, we have to find the cumulative of this cash inflows. Okay, yes, I have written the cash inflows, and now I have to calculate the cumulative of this. Okay, I hope you all know how to calculate the cumulative, right? First year 90,000 will come, second year 90 plus this 90, 1 lakh 80, and 1 lakh 80 plus 80,000 will get 2 lakh 60, and 2 lakh 60 plus this 80,000 will get 3 lakh 40, and 3 lakh 40 plus 60,000 will get 4 lakh. Okay, this is the cumulative of cash inflows. Okay, and now we have to check in which year this 2 lakh crosses. Okay, see, in second year and third year, it lies in between the second year and third year. So the payback period is 2 years plus the investment, that is 2 lakh, minus the cumulative of second year, that is 1 lakh 80,000, divided by cash inflow of the third year. Okay, yes, 2 lakh minus 1 lakh 80 divided by cash inflow of third year is 80,000. Okay, so 0.25. So the payback period is 2.25 years. Okay, and the next question we have here is discounted cash flow method. This is nothing but your NPV method. For that, the same way we have to find the annual cash inflow. Okay, so we can take that annual cash inflow, and the discounting factor is 10% here. So present value of this 10% we have to find. Okay, yes, I have written the cash inflow, and the PV of rupee 1 at 10% is, it is not given in the problem. I hope you all know how to calculate it. Okay, just like that I'll return it here. Yes, this is the value, and now we have to multiply this cash inflow with this present value factor. Okay, if we multiply 90,000 into 0.909 and 90,000 into 0.826, 80,000 into 0.751, 80,000 into 0.683, 60,000 into 0.621. Okay, we'll get PV of cash inflows. Okay, yes, I have written. And now the formula to calculate this net present value is present value of cash inflow minus your investment or the present value of cash outflow. Here we don't have the present value of cash outflow because this investment 2 lakh is made in the current year. Okay, so we can calculate this total value of present value of cash inflow, that is 3,08,130, and the investment is 2 lakh, that we can write, and we have to subtract this 2. We'll get net present value. Yes, 1,08,130 is the net present value of this proposal. Okay, and the next question, excess present value. The same way we have to do it here. Whatever we did for the net present value calculation, we have to do it here. First, the annual cash inflow and the present value of your annual cash inflow and the investment. I have written everything. Whatever we did for the net present value, I just copied and put it here. Okay, because only the formula changes. Okay, here the formula is present value of cash inflows divided by the present value of cash outflow. Here the present value of the cash outflow is 2 lakh only. Okay, the investment is the present value of cash outflow. Okay, straight away we can do it. 3,08,130 divided by 2 lakh. Okay, that is the investment. Okay, since it is a current year investment, we need not find the discounting factor for this. Okay, present value we need not find. Okay, we'll get the profitability index, that is 1.54. Okay. Yes, and the next question is average rate of return on original investment, average rate of return on average investment. Okay, these two things we have to find it here, and for this we don't want the annual cash inflow. Instead we want profit after depreciation and tax. Okay, so we'll find that first. Profit before tax and after depreciation was given, that I have written. See, I have written that, and now we have to subtract the tax. Okay, yes, we'll get profit after tax and depreciation. Okay, yes, I hope you know how to do this step, right? Okay, and the next step is that we have to write the profit, that is the profit after tax and depreciation. We have to write it in this way. Okay, and now we have to find the total of this profit, because we have to find the average profit after tax and depreciation. So total first we have to calculate, and total of this is 2 lakh, and we have to find the average of this. Okay, average is nothing but the total divided by the number of years. Here the number of years is 5 years. So 40,000 is the average profit. Okay, and now we need to know what is the average investment. Okay, because in order to find the ARR on average investment, we have to know the average investment. So for that, we'll calculate that average investment, that is nothing but the investment divided by 2. Investment is 2 lakh, divided by 2 will get 1 lakh. Okay, 1 lakh is the average investment. And the next step, we have to find the ARR on original investment, and the formula for that is profit, that is average profit after tax and depreciation, that is this 40,000 divided by the investment. And if we have any scrap value here, we have to subtract that, but in this problem we don't have any scrap value, so we can straight away divide that investment. Okay, average profit divided by original investment, that is 40,000 divided by investment is 2 lakh, so the percentage is 20%. Okay, and the next one, ARR on average investment method also we have to find. For that the formula is average profit divided by average investment. Average profit is the same 40,000, and average investment we found, that is 2 lakh divided by 2 is 1 lakh is the average investment. So 40,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100. Okay, we'll get 40%. This is the average investment methods ARR. Okay, and this project is said to be preferable because we got 2.25 as the payback period, and net present value also will got the positive figure, and in profitability index we'll get more than 1. Okay, and in ARR2 we got 20% and 40%. Okay, so this project is said to be preferable, and this kind of problem will be asked in 10-mark question in your semester. Okay, do practice this, and I have given you a simple problem for you to practice. The same model problem I have given you. You just work out this problem and comment the answer. I'll check your answer. Thank you for your patient listening.